give the roll call, please, Ms. Pope.
Commissioner Sloan,
Present.
Commissioner Bennett,
Present.
Commissioner McDonald,
Present.
Commissioner Chair Riker has been excused, and Ms. Michelle has been excused. Commissioner Davis.
Okay. Would one of the commissioners like to do the invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance?
I would be happy to.
Thank you very much.
Let's do the pledge first.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, we are gathered here today on the important business of the Housing Authority for New Smyrna Beach. Give us wisdom, give us strength, give us peace, give us guidance. In Jesus' name, amen.
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 We'll do the approval of the minutes for the September 8th meeting. The chair will entertain a motion to accept the minutes.
So move.
So moved. A second? Commissioner Bennett. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. We're going to go to tenant account charge-offs.
Public participation is for,
Oh, excuse me.
I don't think we
Excuse
got
me.
anybody.
I didn't see anyone. Anyone in the public is welcome to participate. The limit is 3 minutes.
Okay.
Could we go down to tenant account charge-offs?
This one's for the Development Corporation, since we don't have a meeting with Development Corporation. She moved out with no notice and owes us $1,547.69. I'll need a motion to charge that off.
Motion to charge it off.
So move.
A second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. That still moves under the HUD regulations, that if that individual applies anywhere else, it will show, even though this is a Development Corporation property.
Development Corporation is not under HUD regulations, so
Alright.
it doesn't go under the EIB, but it does go onto our spreadsheet, so that if she tries to come back into our housing, we won't house her unless she pays us off.
Okay. Thank you. Vacancy report for public housing.
Ms. Crystal?
Good evening, Ms. McLeod.
How are you?
Nice to see you.
So we started at Donnelly Homes for rehab. We ended up, after the tenant moved out, rehabbing the unit and transferring one of our other public housing to the new rehabbed unit. The second one was 38. We finally got our notice for eviction. So we went there, changed the locks and locked the windows, and they are now out. And then Donnelly Homes, 3rd Street, #1, that's the tenant we transferred, so we're rehabbing that one for another public housing tenant.
Nice. Would like to go to open market?
Yep.
Thank you.
Our last one was Walker with her move-in for 11-1. She was approved by the county. And then also Richardson for 527. She's pending move-in December 1st.
Excellent. You worked hard on those, very
Yes.
hard.
Definitely.
Next.
With Development Corp., we have no changes.
Well,
Yeah,
we
we
have
have the
607.
3 in October. We have the 3 in October move-ins.
Go back over them again? Okay, sorry. So we have 117 Turgot was leased for October 1st, 115 Turgot for October 13th, and 607 for 10/7. So they're all leased.
Excellent.
And that's all I have.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We're looking at self-sufficiency report.
Yes, we have one pending graduate coming up for FSS. We have one interest, one orientation. We have a total of 77 participants, total family members of 226, a contract pending for one, escrow for Section 8, 11 escrows, 56 with no escrow. That does not mean that they're not working. It just means that they have not increased their income enough to develop escrow yet. Public housing with escrow is 2, again, 8 with 0 escrow. We have 2 in college, 1 with a high school diploma or GED enrolled, 67 employed, 10 unemployed, and 2 families that increased their income.
Teresa, with the unemployed, we are moved to work. Is their time running out, or are they a different unemployed?
The unemployed, those are probably ones that could be in college or in a GED program. Once they finish their college or GED program, then they're required to do the 15 or more hours per week for work.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, the CRC reports?
Okay, so this time we have the very last column, which goes from October to October. That's going to give us a 1-year report of what we've done. 363 senior bags of 7260, 726 homeless food bags, 7260. Frozen meats of 631 families served for $12,620. 117 food stamp applications for $23.40 in hours. 1,925 people served with gift cards, and that could vary a lot because it depends on the size of the family, but the gift cards are $10 a piece, right?
Yes, the gift cards are 10, and I will mention
So
to
if we do
Francine.
$10 a piece, then that's $19,250 in gift cards.
Okay.
Sorry,
I'll mention to
getting-
Francine and Michael to remind the volunteers to be more accurate.
okay. Bus passes, $1,224 worth of bus passes. The MREs, we count, but we've done 284 since October of 2024. And we get those from the county, so we don't count any cost on those. Other resources, we do 5 to 10 people a week for other resources. The homeless IDs, 54 since October. And cost of services is $29,480, which did not include the gift cards of $19,250.
Wonderful.
So we're putting in around $50,000 a year coming out of our CRC into the community in services.
A lot.
You don't realize it until you actually write it down and see it on paper.
Terrific. It's an aside, but is the cold weather shelter open today?
We took 6 people to Oak Hill tonight from Washington Street Church. I'm sure there'll be more tomorrow night.
Okay,
So the bus will take them down tonight, and they will bring them back on Wednesday at 11 o'clock because of the cold air. They'll stay there 24 hours.
good. Thank you. I think we're looking at the monthly property reports. Yes, property reports, public
Yes.
housing.
So the first one I'm doing is for public housing. We have 126 ACC units, which is contract units through HUD. 91 available. We have 30 occupied, and we have 21 vacant. So 91 available includes the 40 units that are flooded. So we actually only have about, what do we have, 16? We got about 16 in Enterprise and the 11 over on
Green Lawn,
Donnelly Homes.
Donnelly Home.
Yeah. We had 74 approved for demo, 40 under the Hurricane Ian, 1 non-dwelling, so 21 vacant, not ready. So we had 2 move-outs in September. One was an eviction and 1 was a legal vacate. Recertifications for public housing, we had 2 in September. Since April, we've done 15, and we've completed 15. We've had no emergency work orders since April. April, we had 4, and we completed 4. The next is non-emergency work orders. Kind of cut it off at the bottom there.
Right.
We had 172 requested, total to be completed as 188. Completed 168, so a balance of 20 work orders still open right now as of September. For the year as of April, we've requested 1,212 work orders. We've completed 1,192 work orders with a balance of 20. Average hours to complete is 52, with average days of 0.31 to complete. Any questions on that so far?
The ones still remaining to be completed are more serious, obviously.
What's
Let's
that?
see. The ones still remaining to be completed are more serious, of a more serious
Not
nature.
necessarily. It could be that they're completed and they just haven't been turned in yet. The more serious ones are actually the ones that have to be done in 24 hours. Unit inspections, this is UPCS inspection, which is now Inspire. We're required to do 12 inspections. We completed 12 inspections in April, so all of our inspections have been completed for this year. We actually had the inspector come back again this month to re-inspect because I got an email from HUD. This is, we get inspected every 3 years. This is our 3rd year. They should have been here in May, but I didn't get the notice until October. The numbers they had were wrong, so I had to correct the numbers, and then they put us on hold again. So I did have the inspector come and just double check, because once I get that email, we got 28 days, and that means HUD will come in and do their own inspection. So we're working on that now.
Good.
The accounts receivable, this is for September. The rent charges were $15,985, other charges $1,664, for total charges for the month of $17,649. Payments were $18,913, with a increase of profit of $1,264. Rent collection of $107.16. Total charges for the year was $116,971. Total collected was $108,527, with a 92.78 collection rate, which we're trying to get to 95%.
And our combined wait list is 222.
Right now, yes, the combined wait list is 222. Ms. Carmen, our newest employee, is actually going through the wait list and working our wait lists for us right now.
Excellent.
I have a question, Teresa. The fact that we had payments and adjustments greater than the charges, was that because it was a payment from a prior period? Or?
That would probably be because they paid the rent from the month before.
Yeah.
So that would be like August date, we were in the negative
Behind
of
it.
2071.
Thanks.
Any other questions, commissioners?
No,
How about you? Any questions? No?
I'm good.
No. Nice job. Nice job.
Carry on. Carry on.
Okay, so the next report is for our open market program. We have 10 units in that program. We had 1 vacant, 9 occupied in September. We had one vacant, not ready. We completed 4 certifications for the year. Emergency work orders, we didn't have any. Non-emergency work orders, we started with a balance of 3, requested 54, total was 57. We completed 52 with a balance of 5. For the year, 261, completed 256 with a balance of 5. Average hours to complete was 13, and average days of 0.05. Inspections, we're required to do 10. We've completed 2 for the month. We've completed 6 for the year with a balance of 4 inspections. So we're at 60%. Rent charges for the month was $67.40, and payments were $9,693 with a profit of $29.53. But if you notice, the month before was a loss of $36.50, so that offset the loss from the month before. Total year-to-date charges was $52,966. Total collected is $54,612, 103% collection rate. And any questions on open market? Sorry, I'm getting sick.
Teresa, we seem to be filling the vacancies we had.
Yes,
We're doing quite well with
yeah,
that
which
now.
means our
Yeah,
income's coming up now.
great.
So total units in our development corporation is 12. We have 12 leased and no vacancies as of October. There was no unit turnovers, no move-ins, no move-outs, no recertifications, but, oh yeah, we did 1 recertification. Total completed for the year was 6. Non-emergency work orders, none. Non-emergency, a balance of 7. Requested 91. Uh-oh, and I lost a page on that one. Do you guys have the page?
91. No.
Oh, you have it? Okay, Crystal has it. So we had a total to be completed of 98. We completed 86, so we still had 12 outstanding. And this is something Crystal and I go over monthly to see where the open work orders are. We pull them, find out what's going on, and either close out the ones that have been completed and not given to us, or say, have maintenance complete them. Year-to-date requested was 451, completed was 439 with a balance of 12, took an average of 50 hours to complete and 0.11 days. Unit inspections, 12 required, 3 completed in September, A total of 8 completed year-to-date, 4 still left to complete. Accounts receivable for the rent charges, $11,968. Collected, $14,247, with a balance, greater balance of $2279. Collection rate of 119.04, but that offset the 90% from the month before. For the year-to-date, charges of 81,010, collections of 76,611, with our collection rate of 94.57%.
Teresa, I'd like to compliment the staff on leasing. I mean, short of going to the highways and the byways, they've done everything possible to get the openings that we have filled. And I really appreciate it, and compliments to you for working so hard to do it.
Thank you. They appreciate that. Thank you, Crystal. I lost my paper.
Ready?
Yep, Miss Sonia has the financials.
Thank you, Miss
Oh,
Sonia.
we want to do the financials now, or you want to do the new business first?
What do you recommend?
Well, she needs to drive home, so
Let's do the
can we go
financials
ahead
now.
and do
Let's do the
financials?
financials now.
Evening.
Get her home.
I need to drive 45 minutes back home.
We need to get you home.
Finance for August. That's for August 2025.
Right.
For public housing, our revenue and expenses statements, we have 210,776 with 68 in operating revenue. And in operating expense, we have 236,744 with 9 for a net loss of 25,967.41. Our balance in bank for August is 1,722,281 with 92. In this is split in cash for 789,678.37. Family self-sufficiency is restricted for 114,879 with $95. Cash restricted and insurance proceeds is 807 with 371.38 dollars, and in security deposits from the tenants we have 10,352. That's the split of the money we have in the bank at August. Our balance in our portfolio for the different funds that we have, you have a copy in the back of this page, is in operating funds.
Yes.
We have 43,468 balance at October 7. In FSS grant that pay the coordinator salary, we have a balance of 41,520 with 11 cents. For CFP Capital Fund Program,
Right.
24, we locks for new construction. And this is maintaining in the funds in hot, we don't lock, but we have pending for construction. For CFP 25, Capital Fund Program for 25, we locks 357 with 66 nights, and we have a balance on 3,387 for one adjustment hot
Right.
made already. The evidence is in the next page. In our financials for public housing, we have the balance sheet. In the balance sheet, we have all that we have in assets. Our total assets is 4,088,063. Our payables or liabilities part is all our payables plus our equity, and we have a total retained earnings of 3,534,780 that cover our loss.
Right.
The our loss for 25,000. Our earn. In the income statement, we have the revenue and expenses during this month in specific and 5 months before. We accumulate a total operating revenue of 210,776.68 from April to August in our fiscal year. In expenses, we have all expenses, and the total amount of our expenses in the second page of the income statement is 236,744.9, and that's the difference. When we deduct from the revenues, we have a net loss of 25,967.41 cents. Any question for public housing?
I just have one question, Sonia. Back on this narrative for the 5 months ending
Please, Mr. Nelson, please talk a little loud because I need to hear for understand.
It says ELO CCS. I don't know what that stands for, and it's not on my acronym list.
ELOCs?
It's not.
Okay.
On there. ELO CCS? On page 1?
Back in the operating, the first page,
Yes.
ELOCs. That is the money that I need to upload. This is the word we use, ELOCs, money from HUD. And we upload that money from HUD this
Okay.
month,
I got you.
from Capital Fund.
What does it stand for, though, the ELO? What is that? What do those letters stand for? Do you know?
ELOCs is, I don't know what is being specific, but I know what it is.
Okay.
ELOCs means the money that you upload from HUD
Okay.
every month. And I need to ELOC that month because, that money, because that money is in our HUD account, and every month we need to upload one amount of this money to put in the bank for our expenses.
Okay.
I don't know specific what ELOCs mean, but
Okay. You just know where it
I'm
is.
trying to find for the next
As
time.
long as you know how to get the money.
I know the meaning of the word, but I don't know.
Okay. I'm surprised it's not in this acronym
I
list
know,
because
you
it's
are-
23
you are like
pages
me.
long.
Sonia,
Any other-
do you see a rise each month in the expenses going up, or are they leveling?
No, we have percentage for ELOC from operating funds is 10% monthly, and the CFP capital fund depend on some different rules, requirements, what we expect to expand in the next month, depend on what use we are going to use that money is for development, is for training, is for other kind of things.
Okay.
All depend on what we really want to do or what really we need to expend the money in capital fund. ELOCs is 10% every month.
All right, thank you.
Very well.
ELOCs is the electronic line of credit system for HUD.
Thank you, Teresa.
I'm surprised that's not on our acronym list. It's 24
I'm sure
pages
it's in
long and
there
they missed
somewhere.
one.
Electronic. Again?
Electronic line of credit.
Electronic line of
credit.
credit.
Did you get that, Nelson?
I got it now. I'll add it to my acronym list.
Your 20 pages.
We have a lot.
We do.
Any question for public housing?
Any questions?
No, I think she answered the question I had, very nice.
Development Corporation.
Okay.
Total operating expense, we have 74,855 with 5 cents. Our total operating expenses was 34,586 with 36 cents, and we have a total net income of 40,268 with 69. Our bank balance is, at the end of August, was 202 with 457.73 cents. In the balance sheet, you have all our assets and liabilities on the equity. If you verify there, our retained earning is $1,766,895.16. This is our retained earnings. It's good.
Very good.
Our income statement for development, next page, you have more detail about the income and expenses that we already mentioned in the previous one. Summary, we have our operating and other income for the total operating revenues of $74,855 with 5 cents. This is our operating expenses. We have operating, administrative, utilities, and we have other operating expenses for the total amount of $586.36. And we deduct this expense from our total operating revenue, and we have a net income of $4,268.69. Any question for development financials?
Any questions?
Open markets.
Okay.
Open market have a total operating revenue of $54,251 with 9 cents, less the total operating expenses for $37,710 with 65 cents. When we deduct, our net income is $16,540 with 44. Our cash in bank at August 25 was $285 with 647 and 63 cents. That's the money in the bank at the last day of August. Our balance sheets have all assets that we have in open markets are composed of the cash or properties or other things that we own from 05. Our liabilities are our debts, things that we need to pay. We have, our total liabilities on equity is $913,000 with 148 and 90 cents. Our retained earnings also is $862,513 with 57 cents. It's the retained earning that we have in open market. 05. Every time I say 05 is open market. I use too much the numbers.
Yeah. Like it.
Also, the next page, we have the income statement for open market, and that have all the details about our income, revenues, and our expenses for the 5 months ended in August 31st, 2025. If we verify, we have 54,251 with 9, with the expenses of 37,710 with 65, for a net income of 16,540 with 44 cents. Which is going better. Public housing is going better. With all the changes we have on the floor, the house we have now without rent on and demolition deposition, but we're trying to balance our expenses in between the different projects and trying to do better.
Sure.
The next month we are going to see better numbers because we work more hard with the operating and the CFP capital because the government have some money in hold and they send it and we it locks or blow the money. The last one is Section A. Section A is our biggest project right now. Section A have 2,161,582 with 30 in operating revenue. And in operating expenses have 2,111,886 with 37 cents. And that have a net income of 49,695 with 93 cents dollar. We have a net income in this. Our R&P is 384,354 with 12 cents. Our unrestricted net position, UNP, is 419,649 with 30 cents. Our total reserve is 804,000 with 3.42 cents. Our bank balance at the end of August 2025 was $1,108,022 with 8 cents. Also, our investment in CD at 5% now have a value of 23.55 cents more in interest at August. That changed only, no, that changed quarterly. That one is quarterly. Next page is our balance sheet. We have our properties, or our assets and our liabilities, our debts, and our assets less our liabilities is our owner's equity. And we have total retained earnings for 8,403 with 42 cents. A net income for 49,695 with 93. Our total owner's equity is 853,699 with 35 cents. And this is for Section 8. Our income statement in the next page, we have our revenue, our expenses in more details. The same information from the front. Our total operating revenues is $2,161,582 with 30. You have more detail in this first part of the reports. Operating expenses also have more details, but the total operating expenses at the first page of the report in the summary, we have $2,111,886 with 37, and when we deduct the expenses from the revenues, we have a net income for August for $49,696 with 93 cents. You have also in the package the budget income statement. If you want to go into the details, you are going to see some way we use the money, but that change every time we try to, yes, analyze the income expense and how the things go, and we continue moving money or uploading ELOC money from HUD, depending on what happened. Any question for Section 8?
Very nice. You compiled this very nice to follow you with this. Makes it nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Trying to learn every day for housing. Accounting is my passion, but housing is my learning process.
Well, you're doing both very
Yeah,
well.
very nice.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Both
Sonia.
very well.
And Miss Sonia has now become our Deputy Director of the Housing Authority.
Excellent.
Nice.
Now
Nice
drive
job.
particularly safely this evening, Miss Sonia.
Home, safely home.
Thank you very much,
And
Sonia.
have a good night. I
You
need
too.
to drive back to Deltona.
Good, and have a nice day off.
Have a nice day.
Be safe.
Be safe.
Nice job.
What would you like us to do now?
New business?
Yes. Oh,
Okay.
here I am.
We'll go over the 2026 utility allowances for the Housing Choice Voucher Program,
Thank you.
which will be a resolution in the back of your
Yes.
package tonight. That will be Resolution 2025, 23, 24. So if you look behind that resolution, these are the utility allowances that we use. As a move-to-work agency, we use the bottom line that shows move-to-work utility allowance. The first page is multifamily, which means any units that are apartments or townhomes or detached or duplexes. So we use the bottom line, which would be $94 for 0, $99 for 1, $119 for 2, $139 for 3, $160 for 4, and $181 for 5 bedrooms. What this is for the new commissioners is our tenants pay 30% of their income for rent. Because the tenants have to pay their own utilities, HUD allows them an allowance off of that 30% of their rent to help them pay their utilities. It's not a dollar for dollar match. For example, you got somebody that makes $1,000 a month. Their 30% is going to be about $333 a month. If they're in a one bedroom, they're going to get $99 off of that $333. And the bottom line is what we tell them their rent is. So that kind of explains the way the calculations work. The second page is for the single-family homes. Those are a little bit higher because they are single-family homes. There are times we have landlords that pay all the utilities. If the landlord's paying all of the utilities, the tenant does not get a utility allowance because the tenant's not paying any utilities. So that explains the utility allowances for Section 8. Does anybody have any questions about that?
Teresa, in 26, is the rent going to be, there is a raise in them, I mean, they're going to be charged more coming in 26?
It will depend on your income.
Okay,
Yeah, rent's based on your income,
okay.
okay? Any other questions on that HCB utility
Oh,
allowances?
seems to be fine.
The next one will be the 2026 utility allowances for public housing. That works the same way, except it's utility allowances that tenants in our public housing properties pay. Because Donnelly Homes, we pay the electric, we have a master meter, we read the meters, and we bill the tenants. The tenants pay their own water and sewer. So the one you're gonna see at first, Donnelly Homes and Green Lawn Terrace, Green Lawn doesn't exist anymore. But this would be the electricity that we would bill they get an allowance. These are the allowances. Because we're reading the meter, this is actually a meter allowance. So if we're reading the meter and say say we read the meter and the meter comes up to 200 kilowatt hours, we would remove 166 kilowatt hours from that, and they would pay the difference, whatever that kilowatt hour is.
It's quite a saving.
And then we have Live Oak and Enterprise Homes, and those are for water because we pay the water and the sewer there. And then Live Oak and Enterprise again for water and sewer based on the higher bedroom sizes. And then the second page actually gives you the dollar amounts for gas, water, sewer, and trash that the tenants would get by bedroom size. 1 bedroom's 110, 2 bedroom 127, 3 bedroom 144, and 4 bedroom 159. And then Live Oaks would be 56, 65, 73. And then the 3 bedroom bigger units would be 83, 92, and 99. Any questions on the public housing utility allowances?
That's all part of Resolution 24 for 2025?
Yes.
Gotcha.
The other thing is opening the Green Lawn Manor one-bedroom wait list. Ms. Carmen finished out the wait list this week. We had, out of 35 people on the wait list that was left, we had 8 people respond. So that wait list has been zeroed out. We have 8 applications we're processing right now to put on hold for the next available unit. But we do need to open up the wait list. I do need the board approval to open that wait list for the next 100 people.
So Green Lawn Manor is full, you've had
As
enough
far as, so you have a voucher at Green Lawn Manor, which means you had to get approved by us to get your voucher before we sent your stuff to Green Lawn Manor and you went through their process. So it's 2 processes for Green Lawn Manor. It's our process for the voucher. It's Green Lawn Manor's process for the lease. So we have to open up that wait list again because we're down to 8 people.
You want a motion on that?
When we get down to the resolution.
All right.
Right now, I'm just explaining what's
Right.
coming.
You want us to vote on 25, 24? What?
The board retreat?
No, I'm looking at Resolution 20, 25, 24.
Yes. Yes, that's the one for Green Lawn Manor.
Right,
But we don't need to approve that until we get down to the resolutions.
okay.
Yeah. Old business,
What's on old business, the board retreat?
board retreat. We had our board retreat on October 3rd, I believe it was. I think it went very well, was very informative. Any comments or suggestions on next year's board retreat? Something to think about in the future, what you all would like to do for next year's board retreat. Okay,
Duly noted.
Perfectly put, perfectly put,
yeah, I think
Duly
one
noted.
commissioner training's fine.
duly noted. Good, can we go on to the general contractor and architect?
Okay, I did get a hold of an architect and engineer today that sent me a contract. We'll be piggybacking off of the Orlando Housing Authority's contract with 1919 Architects, which are out of Illinois, but they do have a remote person that works out of the Orlando office here, and they will be working with us. So it's just a matter of getting the contract signed and the piggyback paperwork signed between the 3 agencies, which would be Orlando, the Housing Authority, and the architect. And then we'll be able to move forward with getting ICE, which is another acronym, Independent Cost Estimate, to do the rehab of Donnelly Homes and a scope of work so that we can send that to FEMA. Government shutdown funding is secured to December 31st for all programs. Found out today that we did get another continuing resolution till the end of January now. So they're,
Did we talk about looking to see if that FEMA money could be spent differently? Or did I have a dream about that?
we talked about that because it's FEMA money used on a public housing property that flooded, and because we're doing a demo dispo and the disposition of the property will no longer be under the Housing Authority name, the money has to be used on another Housing Authority property to serve the same clientele as the people that we were serving with Live Oak Homes, and that clientele would be Donnelly Homes, because it's the only property we have left. So whatever FEMA funds come in, FEMA's wanting to say, okay, you want to do an alternate project. We need a scope of work and an independent cost estimate to tell us how much it's going to cost to rehab Donnelly Homes. What we're looking at doing with the rehab of Donnelly Homes is the major items to keep them safe, secure, and in solid units is the windows. The high-impact windows need to be replaced. They're old, and they've been damaged during the last couple storms. Air conditioning units are starting to go out. They're 10 to 12 years old, and the tankless water heaters are starting to fail. So that's the major things that we want to look at first. Once we get that scope of work and that independent cost estimate, we'll see what we have left to work on other items such as painting and different things.
Thank you.
But as the tenants are moving out, we're still doing the interior rehab of the units. We're adding dryer vents so that people can have dryers. We're changing the colors from the institutional tan to light sky blue and white trim. We're changing out, we're adding closet doors. Some of the units don't have closet doors, so we're adding closet doors. So it looks more like a regular unit you're going into and not the Army barracks. So.
Development,
Live Oak updates. We did get the approval over the $1 million of the Transform 386 for the mitigation and infrastructure at Live Oak Homes. We were awarded that at the county council meeting on October 7th. It is now in a DDA boost area for 2026 funding cycle, which means we would get 30% more funding if we're awarded a tax credit. So we just talked about the FEMA, bringing the maintenance shop building over to Donnelly Homes also. The projects are coming in at $4.4 million with FEMA. So we'll see what happens after the, mitigation and with the insurance company is scheduled for the end of January. Our Section 18 application was submitted, but with HUD being on shutdown, that kind of put everything on hold as far as getting our demolition approved. Once we have that special application center approval back, we can start the demolition of Live Oak Homes and at least get that fenced off and demoed. Like I said, the mitigation is set for the end of January of 2026. We're looking to try to do settlement negotiations possibly before then, but right now it doesn't look like that's going to happen. West Side Phase 2, we did get the local contribution from the city for the $460,000 from the CRA. So we're at the final stages of our application for the 9% tax credit that will be going in for West Side Phase 2 for the 84 units of housing.
Did the city put a time limit on that amount of money they gave us? Did they say you can have it for X number of years? And
Well,
then
the
if you don't do
CRA,
anything-
they discuss it each year. So like, we didn't get it last year, so they may have used it for something else, and then they submit again for it each
Okay.
year. They submit each year for it. So the tax credit is, in November, so we're at the final stages. I think the end of this week is when we'll be putting that application in for the 9% tax credit for West Side Phase 2.
We will be prayerful
Yes.
that we get one of them. Good. All right, we've done the financials. Would you like to go to the resolutions?
We already went through the
I know.
financials.
Yes, I said we've done them. Could we go to the resolutions
Yep.
now?
Yes.
Okay. 2521. 2025-21 first.
That's the approval of the move to work supplement that we've been reviewing for the last 2 months. We went to public hearing last month on that, and now we wait 15 days after the public hearing to do the approval, so.
All right, we'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second?
We're talking about 2025-21, correct?
Yes, that's it. that one. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Do we need to revise that since Judy's name's on that and she's not here?
How do you want to do that, Teresa?
Yeah, I'll revise all of I'll
Okay.
revise all the resolutions, and
I'll
you
come
can
in and
sign them
sign
on
it.
Wednesday.
All right.
Okay.
Resolution 2025-22.
This is the approval of the annual and the CFP plans, which were also a part of that move to work supplement with the public hearing and the approval.
Entertain a motion.
So moved to approve 2025-22 with the revision of the signature by the chair.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
2025-23.
That's the opening of the Green Lawn Manor one-bedroom wait list for 100 applicants.
Make a motion, we approve 2025-23 as modified with the signature.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Resolution 2025-24.
This is the Section 8 utility allowances that we went over.
I make a motion that we approve 2025-24 revising the signature.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anything else for the
Oh,
good?
2025-25
Yes, the last one.
2025,
Okay.
yes.
for the public housing utility allowance.
Yes, yes.
Okay, is that not,
I didn't,
20.
No, that's a separate one.
oh, I guess I don't, do I have
I
that?
thought you just did 2025.
We did 24 for the
I did 24, I
HCV.
don't have a 2025.
I don't have a 25.
I do,
Oh, here it is,
Oh,
it's
it's
back
in
here.
front.
yeah.
It's after
Way in
all
the
those
back,
numbers.
That's right, sorry.
Make a motion that we approve 2025-25 revising the signature.
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
That's everything.
Is there any other discussion for the good of the organization?
What's that?
Any other discussion, comments?
No, I
I
think
have nothing
everything
else.
was well
The
covered.
meeting is adjourned.
Good reporting, too.
Thank you.
6:29.
Thank you. Thank you, commissioners, for
better.
coming.
Thank